Stigma is a big issue, okay? Because stigma is something that creates these visible or invisible walls for people moving forward. And stigma it could look like a lot of things. It could be about how we talk to people. I know we've tried to shift our language. If you've noticed today, we've said substance use prevention, not substance abuse prevention. It's little changes like that to again make people feel more welcomed or that you're willing to listen to them. And there's some great resource around that. I know it's the Words That Matter campaign, the NIH. I try to look at this document at least once a week or once a month to make sure my language is where it needs to be. Because the reality is how we talk to people, how we talk about people can create these things that even you may not know it, but can even like maybe shift your judgment on things. And I tell you, as we work to knock down barriers around stigma, help people understand that substance use isn't a moral failing. It's very similar to hypertension, and people get that all the time, and but you can imagine, as I say, it's the same as hypertension. You can imagine people with hypertension are treated differently than people with substance use issues, aren't they? But they're the same. And so it's how do we get to the point where we understand that this is something that is going on. It's going on around us. Our family members, our friends are impacted by this. And recognizing that a non-judgmental approach is very necessary. Again, talking to people in a way in which, the golden rule or platinum rule, let's talk to people the way you want to be taught to. Let's engage in the way you want to engage or that you want to be engaged. But you can see where stigma is really the thing that once we get that in a better place, which I think we have as a state, I genuinely believe it because I've seen how people talk when I go to meetings. I've seen the things that we can do now versus things we couldn't do years before. But if we can work on stigma, I think all this other stuff kind of flows down a path. And I think stigma is the key to getting us to a better place. And I think we're on our way.